Good morning, everyone, and happy Cinco de Mayo. We're headed down the road. I've stopped once already. I gotta stop up here and get some fuel. We gotta stop at the North Little Rock terminal and pick up another Wi-Fi hotspot today. And I have called the Corvette Museum down here in Bowling Green, and they are closed like I figured. So no stopping for me. Oh well. I'll catch them another time. But hope you guys enjoyed your Star Wars day yesterday. I ended up watching Rogue One last night. It was just a good movie. Even if it wasn't a Star Wars movie, it'd just be a good movie. It's like really good movie, I think. But that's just me. But anyway, we're gonna get down the road. We'll probably be in Texas tonight, I would guess. Somewhere near Houston. We'll see how far we can get. And as you can see, it is raining a little bit. I am going to get me some windshield wipers while I'm at the terminal. Get those suckers put on. But let's get on down the road. Let's go. So here's a story for you. So when I started out this morning, I had right at a quarter of a tank of gas. Fuel, whatever you want to call it. And about 30 miles down the road, I stopped at a Pilot to do some morning stuff. When I started again, I had an eighth of a tank. I told my wife, I said I'd chalk it up to, maybe being parked at an angle. Sometimes that'll happen. Until I get here to go and put fuel in my tank. And I go over to my passenger side and my gas cap is off. I don't leave my gas cap off. Yeah. So apparently somebody done siphoned some of my gas while I was in the Pilot. What is this guy doing? Is he backing up? Not backing up? Man, he's like trying to block everything. Can I even get through there? He doesn't have his blinkers on or anything. Man, I can't get through there. What is this guy doing? Move, dude. I gotta get out of this situation. Well, I got through there. Apparently his truck's not working. And he has blocked that whole out section. Barely get through there. And there's another guy parked right on the other side, as you saw. Ridiculous. But anyway, I mean, who siphons gas out of a truck when it's $2.50 a gallon or less? Like, come on. I mean, they didn't get much, but god dang. It's cheap right now. Also, if you're going to be a thief, be a courteous thief. Put my gas cap back on. Jesus, make it look like you've never been there, at least. Holy crap. But anyway, there's a full tank, and let's go. got over the river, Mississippi River, and I stopped at this first truck parking area. I hit a bump somewhere right before Memphis, and I could tell that the two back slinkies, they're both in the same, they put two slinkies in that one cradle, leaned just a little bit. Nothing major, just annoying. So I stopped and undid my tarps and checked the load, make sure that they were still seated in the cradle, and I took a 2-inch strap and I went around the top and hooked it back into the side opposite of where they're leaning. That way it'll pull against the lean, and they won't go anywhere else. So yeah, and that's just making sure that you look at your load while you're going down the road and seeing any changes in the tarp or any of that stuff. And I've checked it several times today. I've stopped several times and checked, because the tarp, the way they have it situated on the trailer with the bar in the front and the slinkies in the back, the tarp wants to billow a little bit in the back, and that's annoyed me all day. So I've fiddled with it every time I've stopped, but I've fixed the issue, and it would have made it to Houston anyway, but just an extra precaution, and make sure that everything stays where it's supposed to be. So just from me to new people out there, make sure you check your load, make sure you're keeping an eye on your load, and make sure that you hit any bumps or anything like that you're looking at your load and you're making sure that it hasn't moved or any of that stuff. And if it has, take the first chance you can get and stop. This was the first chance I could get to stop and check it, and it needed some adjustment. So yay. So I'm gonna finish my break, then we'll head on down the road. We got to stop at Maverick and pick up that hot spot and get that taken care of today. We'll be in we'll make it to Houston, or we'll make it to Texas. I don't know how close we'll get to Houston, but we'll make it into Texas today. So I'll see you down the road. So we have made it to Maverick, North Little Rock. Getting a wash job while we're here, and then I'll go over and get my hot spot. Hopefully somebody's in there that can bring it to me, because they don't want us in the buildings apparently. But we'll get it somehow. I'll call extended, have somebody bring it out or whatever, meet them in the lobby or whatnot. And I think I'm going to go over and get me a couple of windshield wipers while I'm here and get those replaced. It's been a while, so we'll get on the road here in a minute. 46 minutes. 46 minutes I waited around for them to hand me 2 windshield wipers. That is ridiculous. When I get over there, they're on break. They should not have parked that 21 right there. That's for dang sure. It makes it tight on everybody. God dang. But anyway, they were on break, so I filled out the paperwork, because they said I had to fill out paperwork. Well, let me go back. So they were on break, so I had to wait for them to come off a break, and then the first person to come through there tells me that I got to fill out paperwork. Tells me I got to fill out paperwork, and so I fill out the paperwork, and then he said I had to wait for a supervisor to come hand me 2 windshield wipers, because they had to bill them out to my truck. I don't understand. Supervisor never showed up. He didn't want to go get him either, because he said if you rush the boss and the boss isn't happy, I'm like, he's not my boss. I got someplace to be. They're not on a schedule. I am. So after a good 35 minutes or so, I finally asked the dude, I said, look, I filled out my paperwork. Can somebody go get somebody that can hand me 2 windshield wipers? And then that guy he's like, I'll get you some windshield wipers. I'm like, well, thanks. Appreciate it. Really do. Finally got 2 windshield wipers. Man. Oh, and the Wi-Fi hotspot. So Extended Services is working from home, so there's nobody in the ops building at all. So there wasn't anybody to hand me the new hotspot. But while I was waiting for my windshield wipers, I got to messing with it, and I had done all the tricks and everything that I knew to do, and the guy that handles that kind of stuff knew to do. And I was standing there waiting on them to hand me some windshield wipers, and I was messing with the back of it. I took the back of it off, took the battery out, which I had done many times before, and I was sitting there thinking to myself, well, let me take the SIM card out and see what that does. It shouldn't have done anything. But whatever it did, whatever I did, it works. So I have my original hotspot that is working. I had to call him back and have him reinstate it. So that makes me a little bit happier. I was not happy about sitting around for 3/4 of an hour waiting. But at least something positive came out of it. And I got a wash. If you can't tell, my windshield's all kinds of clean. I got a wash job. So 2 things, 1 negative. But whatever. Let's get our butts down the road and get as close to Texas as possible, because I'm not driving all night. I got about an hour and a half left to driving, so we'll get down to like Arkadelphia or something. So let's go. Okay, so I have stopped for the day. It's right at 7:30. I didn't make it to Texas. We're past Arkadelphia, pretty close to Prescott, Arkansas, but it's getting a little hairy on parking down through here. This South Fork truck stop, they've always got parking. It's a pretty good size lot, but yeah. So we got about 6 hours to go in the morning. We'll get there. I don't know. We'll get there some point tomorrow. We're gonna have to go to Vidor tomorrow anyway. So yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully I won't hit anybody while I'm there this time. So, but yeah. So that's gonna be it for today. I'll see you tomorrow.